and welcome to Austria's largest and capital city, Vienna, celebrating the world's best of beach volleyball for a third successive year. This spectacular Central European city of music and city of dreams attracts over 6.5 million visitors per year, has been voted 10 times world's most livable city, and is globally renowned for its heritage, culture and innovation. But this weekend on the downtown Danube Island, the A1 Major Vienna, presented by Swatch, takes centre stage, with 32 male and female teams, the best in the world, descending into the Red Bull Beach Arena for the biggest and best sports celebration on the sand for 2019. And here on the centre court at the Red Bull Beach Arena, another all-important men's elimination round. Two of the giant teams from the United States of America and the Netherlands. For the United States, it is Phil Dalhausser and Nick Lucena, an Olympic and world champion with number 1 on his shirt, playing with his great friend Nick the Quick Lucena, up against the European and former world champions from the Netherlands, Alexander Brouwer and Robert Meeuwsen. Another fascinating matchup with the head-to-head series between these two teams, currently at 5-4, and that's 5-4, an advantage of 1 to the Dutch duo of Alexander Brouwer and Robert Meeuwsen. Winner of this match will advance to the quarterfinals. 2 referees out on court. First referee from Poland, high up in the chair, is Agnieszka Miskowska. And the second referee from Austria, Martin Kahner. Let's take a close look at the two teams. 39 years of age now, Phil Dalhausser. Phil, the Olympic gold medalist from the Beijing Games of 2008, a bronze medalist from London in 2012, World Championship gold in Gstaad in 2007, with his former partner Todd Rogers, teaming up with his old friend Nick Lucena. Dalhausser played with Lucena back in 2005. They split up, went their separate ways, and they're now back together. Lucena, also 39 years of age, from Davie in Florida. One of the smaller players on court, but one of the fastest. Nick the Quick, they call him on tour. Let's take a look at the Dutch side on the other half of the net. World Championships 2013, and of course the Olympic bronze medalists of 2016. This is Alexander Brouwer and Robert Meeuwsen. Brouwer, the 29-year-old, wearing number 1 on the shirt. Plays in defense. His partner, 31 years of age, from The Hague, one of the tallest blockers in the business. 2 meters, 7 centimeters. That's just shy of 7 foot tall, Robert Meeuwsen, and an incredibly athletic and fast-moving player. for such a tall performer. Looking at the head-to-head matchups, Brouwer and Meeuwsen beat Dalhausser and Lucena in their last two meetings in Tokyo just over a week ago for a four-star event, and in the major series in Gstaad on the 12th of July, I should say. Tokyo, they beat them on the 27th of July. First point on the board for Alexander Brouwer, renowned for hitting the ball incredibly hard. Boom Boom Brouwer, he's often known as. Dalhausser sets up Lucena. Meeuwsen, Brouwer just gets a little mishit on the ball. Big Phil Dalhausser goes cross-court to tie the scores. The Dutch duo of Brouwer and Meeuwsen in the orange and white shirts made fourth position at the Vienna Major here last year. But, not quite as good a performance for Dalhausser and Lucena, who were ninth and only managed fifth position here in the 2017 World Championships. Well, that is a brilliant start, isn't it, for the Dutch blocker, Brouwer Meeuwsen. Wearing number 2 on his shirt. Nick Lucena thought that was an overhit, wayward serve going out of bounds, and it drops right into the X of the court. This one he leaves and is long, tempting not to leave it for a second time of asking.
Check out that play. Put your hands up, USA. Put your hands up.
Brouwer and Meeuwsen currently 5th in the FIVB World Tour rankings in comparison to 13. That's his favourite shot. You see a lot of this.
Here comes up. 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 Here comes up.
Brouwer puts that ball into the net. Side switch, 7 points total on the board. That serves way too long as well from Nick Lucena. Brouwer Meeuwsen, 31 years of age, serves. Dalhausser has no choice but to skyball it back into play. The chance here for the Dutch. 6-3. Well, both Brouwer and Meeuwsen enjoying a flourishing finale to the season. Third last week in Tokyo, silver medalist in the Gstaad major series event to Sorum and Moll, we just saw defeat the Italians. So their best two results of their 2019 FIVB World Tour campaign coming in the month of July, and looking to carry that momentum through this Vienna major. Big Phil Dalhausser with the serve. Meeuwsen over the top of the block with a smart play. Alexander Brouwer. The USA continue to target Dalhausser with their... The Dutch continue to target Dalhausser with their service. My apologies. It's a better play from the Americans. Lucena to serve. Good call from Brouwer Meeuwsen. Ball was out of play. Lucena yet to get a serve right in this opening set. Something that he'll need to correct pretty soon. Great play from Alexander Brouwer. At full stretch to keep the ball up. And then gets back up on his feet to cut that ball at an angle that is way too tight for Lucena to get even a touch on. Brouwer Meeuwsen to serve for the Dutch. Another service error. Great blocking from Phil Dalhausser. Excellent play from the USA. Phil had it covered, not once but twice, to secure the point. The Olympic champion, Phil Dalhausser, taking the gold in Beijing back in 2008. Over on two, doesn't get Lucena out of position. Oh, and trying to strike the ball just a little too hard. Allows the USA to tie the scores at 9-all. Dutch team call a timeout. Each team is allowed to stop play for 30 seconds once in each set. It's called a timeout. And the Netherlands opting to stop play, primarily due to that very quick 4-point score run from the USA. Let's see if Dalhausser can keep this point run flowing here. 4 straight points off his service. Meeuwsen for Brouwer. Lucena has it covered. Phil with a little joust at the net. And the Dutch celebrate. Calling the timeout, breaking the momentum. Advantage back to the Netherlands. Wearing number 1 on his shirt is Alexander Brouwer. Good call from Nick Lucena. Good communication between the two American players. Scores are all tied. We'll take a break after the next point at the technical timeout, officially taking us to the halfway point of this opening set. So, very evenly matched, as to be expected. The Americans will certainly be looking for revenge, having been beaten twice by the Dutch duo in Tokyo and Stade last month. Halfway point of the opening set in this man's elimination match at the Red Bull Beach Arena, part of the A1 Major in Vienna. The Dutch playing in the orange and white shirts, the USA in their traditional blue and red vests, have an 11-10 advantage. Meeuwsen, the blocker for Holland, serves the ball. Dalhausser, with a little bit of help from the net, ties the scores at 11-all. Here's Big Phil with the service run, remember. Picked up 4 points in the first half of this match with his service. Brouwer belts that ball. He loves to hit the ball hard. One of the most fearsome players on tour. And Dalhausser just a little frustrated with himself that he's not got that block at the right angle or at the right time. Side out for Holland, leading 12-11. Service error from Alexander Brouwer. Gives an easy point back to the United States of America in this rally point scoring system. Whether you're serving or receiving serve, whichever side of the ball hits the sand, and you take the point. Cap off this time. The battle of the blockers. Meeuwsen smashes that down onto the head of Phil Dalhausser. Robert Meeuwsen. Service error again. Easy point back for the USA at 13-all. Big Phil Dalhausser. Service ace. Couldn't come at a more important time of this opening set. Serves it right to the middle. Two Dutch players first all uncertain which one of them's going to take it. And then Meeuwsen takes it. and fumbles it right into the face of his partner. Advantage back with the USA at 14-13. Big Phil Dalhausser to serve. It's out of play. Brouwer Meeuwsen tries to go over on the second contact. Misreads it completely. And there's a break on here for the Americans at 15-13.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up, USA.
This time the serve's just a little too long from Big Phil. Holland with service. Brouwer puts the ball to the feet of Lucena, who's up on the attack. Good cover from Lucena. A set for him to finish here. Great play. The Dutch have done an exceptional job to keep him out of the match. Lucena serves. Oh, Brouwer, that's when you need it most. And that is an absolutely crucial block for the United States of America. Comes just when they need it. First big block of the match for Phil Dalhausser, known as one of the best in the business. Lucena to serve. Meeuwsen sets up Brouwer. Brouwer again. Oh, unlucky. That's a big side out for the Dutch. Almost there with the hands. Big Phil Dalhausser. Phil Dalhausser, USA 18-15. Stepping up his game. Dalhausser to serve. Goes to Brouwer. Meeuwsen with the set. But Boom Boom Brouwer, as we call him, cross-court with an electrifying spike of the ball. Right on the line. Lucena, who's been kind of cut out of the match. Well, he knew he won that point before he struck the ball. Brouwer Meeuwsen touching the net as he was going up. Lucena now looking to wrap up this first set for the USA. Here's Boom Boom Brouwer. That's a lovely shot from the Dutch player right down the middle of the court. Wonderful strike of the ball. Pinpoint accuracy, exactly where he wanted it to be. Now here's his partner, Brouwer Meeuwsen. Tallest man on the court. Dalhausser sets up Lucena. Oh, the block looks to be out of play. The point goes to the USA. Set point for the Americans.
Stand up, stand up. Now everybody clap your hands.
Dalhausser looking to wrap this up with his serve. It's a big serve. Meeuwsen on the attack. Great shot from Brouwer Meeuwsen. Sends that ball down to the sand. Due to his height, he takes the ball very high and early. Second set point for the USA. Alexander Brouwer to serve. Brouwer out of play, 21-18. The United States of America take the first set. A little bit of a slow start for my liking, but Phil Dalhausser found another gear going into the technical timeout. And the stats for that first set, tying on aces. Blocks, well, that's from big Phil Dalhausser, 2-0. Very close on side-out percentage. But the Americans, so far so good, taking the first set, 21-18. What a way to start the second set for Phil Dalhausser. That takes his block tally to 3 in this match. Good turn and burn from Dalhausser. Good play from the Dutch duo. Dalhausser with service. Little kiss on the tape of the net, but there's no net ball in beach volleyball. Yeah! That's a good shot from Alexander Brouwer. He's worked hard on widening his repertoire of shots, particularly when he's up close at the net. Second contact doesn't pay dividends for Phil Dalhausser. And again, Alex Brouwer at the net with Dalhausser, goes down the line and puts the point on the board. Meeuwsen with the service for the Dutch. Lucena on the attack for the USA. Almost running out of time there. Just squeezed that ball through the gap. There's an excellent shot from Lucena. Phil Dalhausser. Number 4. That's a good points ball from Brouwer Meeuwsen. An awful lot of spin on the ball. Did well to keep control. We're all tied at 4-4, but a quick reminder for all the Dutch fans tuning in. Holland must win this second set to force it to a third set tiebreak. Almost a shot off the dugout there. Not a bad attempt, was it, at all?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Almost. Phil Dalhausser with service. The USA leading the Netherlands 5-4, having won the first set 21-18. Service error could well be costly come the end of calculations. Nick Lucena with service for the USA. It's so well to avoid touching the net here. Alexander Brouwer. Of course, he'd have lost the point if he had touched the net. Scores are all tied, 6-all. Alex Brouwer with the service for the Netherlands. Goes cross-court to Nick Lucena, who now attacks. Oh, and Brouwer Meeuwsen is there with the block. Not sure Lucena had enough height on the ball. Took the strike a little late and low. Brouwer sticks to the new tactic for the Dutch, serving Nick Lucena. Nick Lucena nicely takes that ball off the block of Brouwer Meeuwsen. Off his fingertips. All tied at 7-all. It's a nice, big, strong serve. Power play from Dalhausser. Good cover. Dalhausser again. Number 5, I calculate that as. It's been a key part to the American success. Spectacular up on the ball from Nick Lucena. But that's the block that does the damage and scores the point for the USA. Oh, Dalhausser knew that was close. Now's the time to go for the brave serves. For every one you miss, Dalhausser's been putting 2 away. Scores are tied once again. Meeuwsen with the serve to Lucena. Back set for Nick Lucena. Okay, so we've got a challenge here. The Americans convinced that there was a touch of the ball. Each team allowed 2 challenges per set. If you're successful with your challenge, you keep it. If you don't, you lose it. Block touch is the challenge. Referee Agnieszka Miszkowski. It's a very close call if there was a touch. No touch is what the referees say. Phil Dalhausser still convinced. 1 challenge remaining for the USA. Need to refocus here now, the Americans. Meeuwsen with the serve to Lucena. Power play over on 2 from Phil Dalhausser. Flag stay down. Scores are tied at 9-all. Good shot there from Brouwer. Got Lucena the wrong way. Perfect set from his partner Meeuwsen. Lucena covering down the line, not cross court. Good play from Nick. Into the technical timeout of the second set. Exactly the same story as it was in the first, with the Netherlands 11-10, 1 clear of the USA. But the key statistic going into the halfway point of this second set is that the Americans have won the first set. They won it from 21 points to 18. Therefore, the Dutch duo on screen, with Alex Brouwer to the right and Robert Meeuwsen to the left of your screens, needing to win the second set to force the match into a third set tiebreak.
Hey, overtuiging in die acties houden, dat is het belangrijkste.
The party is well underway. Part 2 of set 2. It's a must-win scenario for the Netherlands. Phil Dalhausser goes over on 2, goes over on 1. And Meeuwsen covers them both and scores the point. That has got to be the score of the day. Spectacular beach volleyball. An amazing performance from Robert Meeuwsen. There's the first save. And that's the put away. That's the way to come out and play after a technical timeout. 29-year-old from The Hague on fire. And the break is on the cards now for the Dutch at 12-10. Meeuwsen serves Nick Lucena. Dalhausser sets his partner, Lucena goes cross-court, and again! Brouwer is there on the cover. Oh, unlucky. Would have been an absolute genius of a shot if it came off. Just a little too much cut on the ball, and it falls into the Dutch court. Lucena serves Brouwer. Brouwer on the attack. Just enough to go over the top of the block of Phil Dalhausser. He's found another gear, hasn't he, Robert Brouwer? Alexander Brouwer, I should say. My apologies. Those last 2 points really have lifted his game. Lucena attacks. Perfect placement of the ball. Big Phil Dalhausser. That's too long. 14-12 to Holland. Identical service error from the Netherlands. This time it's Robert Meeuwsen on screen. Strikes the ball too hard and deep into the American court. Phil Dalhausser sets up Nick Lucena, who is blocked, and a big block from Robert Meeuwsen. Dalhausser was almost there. Lucena as well tried to turn and burn. He struck his body so he couldn't touch it. 3 clear now. Holland on track to take this match to a tie-break. Lovely shot from Lucena. There's one of those points and one of those 3 back. Dalhausser to serve for the USA. To the middle of the 2 Dutch players. What a save! Oh, Meeuwsen puts it away. Scramble on both sides of the net. But finally, Meeuwsen gets himself into a position where he can cleanly strike the ball. That's a superb up from Lucena, a save from Dalhausser. But that's the power play that gives Holland the point. The Netherlands 3 clear again. Oh, again, Brouwer at full stretch in the back of the court. It's the same story for Lucena. The over on 2 shot does not work for big Phil Dalhausser. The Americans have seen enough. They call a 30-second timeout. Sensational play from both the defensive players on court. Both Lucena and Brouwer. Absolute commitment. But it's 4 out of the last 5 points that have gone the Netherlands' way. That have us thinking this match may well go to a third set tiebreak. There's the first justification of the USA using their timeout. Breaking the rhythm of the Dutch play, Meeuwsen serves the ball out. Lucena floats it to Brouwer. Brouwer's blocked by Dalhausser. Meeuwsen has it covered. Second block works for Big Phil Dalhausser. 2 points back after the timeout for the USA.
Major fans, clap your hands. Major fans, clap your hands. Major fans, clap your hands.
Lucena continues with service. You cannot give easy points like that away when you're right at the business end of the second set, and that may be the turning point that takes this match to a third set tiebreak. 19-16 to the Netherlands. Alexander Brouwer will serve for the Dutch. Lucena on the serve receiver, now on the attack. The over-on-2 contact is a successful play. Set point for the Netherlands. Alex Brouwer looks to wrap this up now. Same plan to Nick Lucena. Oh, and it's his partner, Brouwer Meeuwsen, that puts that block away. 21-16, we're heading to a third set tiebreak. The USA win the first. 18-21, then 21-16, the Dutch come back. 2 aces, 24 kills to 13. Dalhausser has the 6 blocks to the 3 of Brouwer Meeuwsen. Both these teams evenly matched here in Vienna today. And it'll be a sprint to 15 to decide who goes through to the quarterfinals. We side out at every side switch, I should say, at every 5, 10 and 15. Each team can call their timeout, but there is no technical timeout. And the score that we're heading to is 15 rather than 21, which is why we often call this the sprint set. First point goes to the Dutch. Comes from Brouwer Meeuwsen, picking it up where he left off after a spectacular finish to set 2. Alexander Brouwer serves Nick Lucena. Oh, look at this. The Dutch can do no wrong at the moment. Phil Dalhausser is throwing his best at the Europeans. Look at this from Brouwer to keep the ball up. Phil gets his block in. Meeuwsen has it covered. Meeuwsen this time cuts the ball cross-court. Perfect start for the Dutch, 2-0 up. Dalhausser sets Lucena. And again, Brouwer has it covered. Phil Dalhausser, who likes to use that tactic of going over on the second contact rather than the third. Nice.
Put your hands up, USA. Put your hands up.
Brouwer Meeuwsen there again. On the podium in the last 2 tournaments they played on the FIVB World Tour, the 2 Dutch players. And that confidence that they built throughout the month of July in Tokyo and in Switzerland, starting to come through now. Tenacious play from the Dutch. That's an easy point for the USA. But this man on screen, number 2, Brouwer Meeuwsen. For me, so far, the man of the match. Nick Lucena looking to get the USA back into this 3rd set tiebreak. Serves Meeuwsen, who now attacks. Block is there from Big Phil Dalhausser. Block number 7 for Dalhausser. Coming just when the USA need it. Lucena waits patiently for the referee's whistle. This time serves Brouwer. Brouwer's cross-court strikes have been phenomenal. Powerful and on point. And here is the man we're talking about with his serve. Serving Lucena. Lucena spots the gap on court. All tied at 4-all. Big Phil Dalhausser with the service. Jump float to Brouwer Meeuwsen with the set. Block was there, ball was out of play. Meeuwsen. Serve to Lucena. Set from his partner. cut on the ball. Makes it look so easy, doesn't he, Nick Lucena? Well, that is great play again for Brouwer Meeuwsen. In all kinds of trouble on his serve receive. Look how he spins around here. He's not sure whether he's got the ball in control. Brouwer sets him up perfectly to put the ball away on the attacking shot. Great teamwork from the Netherlands right now. Jump float to Lucena. Dahl with Dalhausser. Trading side outs here. Again, Phil Dalhausser putting the ball in perfect position for Nick Lucena to strike down to the sand in the Dutch court. Phil Dalhausser. Oh, that time the ball is in court. 7-6. That's a great play. This is beach volleyball, not tennis. No one's asking the crowd to be quiet. The players, as soon as they hear that whistle, will play the serve and the shot, whether the crowd are in full song or not. Dalhausser, lifted by the songs of the crowd, gives the USA the break. Break 8. Block 8, I should say. And the Netherlands call their timeout. Nick Lucena to the left. Dalhausser to the right. Dalhausser 9 blocks, not 8, my mistake. Let's have a look at some of them. Up he goes. It could well be the key statistic of the match. 9 successful blocks for Phil Dalhausser. Don't forget, the Dutch have beaten the Americans on the last 2 tournaments they have met. They came into this elimination match today feeling very confident indeed. But it's this block of Dalhausser that has slowly but surely chipped away at the Dutch confidence. Back set for Brouwer. Oh! Almost with number 10. But Boom Boom Brouwer gets the better of Dalhausser at the net. This is very tight and close indeed. Difficult to separate these two. So hard to call. Whether the Americans or the Dutch will go through. Here's Lucena on the attack for the USA. Now the blocker from the Netherlands shows us his skills. No, it's the net rather than the block. Nick lets the ball drop just a little too low before striking it. Split second off with the timing. Scores are tied at 8-all. Meeuwsen with the serve. Great shot from Nick Lucena. Finds the gap between the antenna and the blocker. Down the alley, as they say. Lucena serves. Brouwer on the attack for the Dutch. Brouwer delighted to have pulled that ball off the block of Phil Dalhausser. There's the touch from Big Phil. Lucena cannot cover. Dalhausser with a jump float serve to Brouwer on the attack. So the Dutch are going to challenge that decision that the attacking shot was out of play. You can understand why, because the break is on for the Americans at 11 points to 9. Tie break set only to 15, not 21. Challenge on a block touch, not the ball in or out. My mistake. Apologies there. No touch. I thought that the Dutch were challenging out of play. Not the case. Not so, as my colleague Dane Blanton would say. Each team has got one challenge remaining. 11-9 to the United States America. Dalhausser serves for the USA. Meeuwsen picks it up. Meeuwsen on the attack. Off the fingertips. Lucena has it covered. Dalhausser tries to go over on 2. And that is a good score. Great play from the Americans. 12-9. That could be the turning point of this third set tiebreak. Losing the challenge and the immediate point after just takes a little momentum out of the Dutch game. The USA must capitalize now if they're looking to close out this match. Dalhausser for the USA serves. A little bit of confusion on the serve receive from the Dutch. But Meeuwsen powers that ball right into the body of Lucena. Very important side out for the Dutch, this. Lovely shot from Lucena. 13 points to 10. Lucena, jump float to Brouwer. Meeuwsen sets his partner. Brouwer does what he loves doing most, and he's one of the best in the world. Cross-court spike. Booms that ball down. America need to keep their cool. Side, that's out. The ball is out of play. It is match point for the United States.
Stand up, now everybody clap your hands.
Dalhausser looking to wrap it up. Meeuwsen on the attack. Match point number 2 for the USA. The Netherlands still in the match, but only just. Dalhausser looks to wrap it up. The ball is good. Oh, the ball is out. The cross-court spike from Big Phil Dalhausser is out of play. So close. Timeout has been called.
Everybody, hands up. Left, right, left, right.
Team USA
Left,
calling the timeout.
left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
This is the Red Bull Beach Arena in full swing. This is the A1 Vienna Major. Capacity crowd, 8,000, loving every moment. But across the globe, the Phil Dalhausser and NED Lucena fans are praying they can close this one out. Match point number 3 for the USA. A side out from the Dutch service is all they need. Brouwer Meeuwsen serves. NED Lucena for the USA. It's there! It's good! The USA have put the number 4 seeds out of the A1 Vienna Major. It was always going to be a tight, close match. The USA win the first set and the third set tiebreak, 18-21, 13-15, to advance to the quarterfinals, putting the Dutch number 4 seeds out of the competition. Great finish. A very tactical timeout call, I believe, to secure this match in the third set. But well played. The block statistic is one of the most impressive of the day here at the Red Bull Beach Arena. 9 blocks for Big Phil Dalhausser against 3 to Brouwer Meeuwsen. And look at the side-out percentage, equal from both teams, but it's the United States of America that come out on top, and it's the USA that are ready for their interview down on centre court.
Whoa, Phil, what a fight, I guess. I mean, this is the number 5 of the FIYB World Ranking. It was 3 sets, tough fight. How are you now?
Yeah, anytime you play the Dutchies, they bring the heat for sure. They've beaten us the last 3 times we played them, so this one feels good.
Nick, what do you say about Phil? I guess it's 9 block points. He's in shape, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, but that's what it takes to beat these guys, and we're pretty fortunate and excited to play tomorrow.
Any plans for tomorrow?
Win our quarterfinal match.
Okay, this is yours. Phil Dalhausser and NED Lucena. Thank you, guys. Hey, congratulations.
Great play from NED Lucena, Phil Dalhausser. And the game plan for tomorrow, quite simple. Win our quarterfinal match. One more to go here on centre court. But until then, from Nick Fellows, let's take a quick look at the official result here to confirm the Americans are through to the quarterfinals. 2 sets to 1, the USA, winning the first, losing the second, and battling bravely to take the third. It is Brazil against Poland in the last match of the evening, coming up in just a short while. Until then, from Nick Fellows, many thanks for your company. It's goodbye for now.